I'm just Kaplan, joined by AlphaCast filling in for Mitch while he is on a slight vacation before Katowice does kick off. But he's been doing a fantastic job today. Make sure you give him a follow on Twitter right down there. I'm pointing out his penis. You can see his Twitter there as well. But we're going to our second map here. It's going to be Volskaya of all maps.
Volskaya. Do you remember that map?
I do. I remember getting stomped on it many times. I remember seeing Vanus' team getting stomped on it before with Reinforce. I hope they're still watching. Hi, guys. But let's drop you in a game and see how this one will kick off.
Exactly, yeah. Volskaya, a very underplayed map, to say the least. Teams seem to hate it, for the most part. We haven't seen much competitive Overwatch on this map, and I think it comes down to the fact that it's a pretty, like, sometimes it can be coin flippy. If I can say it like that. The control point maps can be like that, so I guess that's why the teams tend to avoid those. But we'll see how the meta will work on this game, and we're gonna have 2 Zaryas. Interesting.
I was going to say, that's impossible. No, you mean a lot of different teams. Got it.
Yeah.
This map can be very snowbally, and that's kind of what the argument's been for a lot of teams out there. Maybe if there was 2 or 3, maybe 4 control points or capture points, then it'd be a little bit more balanced.
Yeah.
But maybe that's something to look for in the future. We are seeing a Roadhog. Yeah, out of time.
I'm happy. One of my mains, Roadhog. Really underplayed as well, but we still see him from time to time on the control mode. In the control mode, some teams like to play him, although in the last days we haven't really seen him get picked by any team. So yeah, good to see him back. Maybe he's gonna get played by Taimu. Taimu just looking for exotic picks. He just want to show off with his unusual picks, and yeah, he's gonna keep the Roadhog, and the defending team is gonna have on their side a very standard team composition. Oh, the hook almost landed but failed sadly, so looks like it's gonna be a very strong push right from the get-go.
Yeah, Roadhog can be a very big playmaker.
Yeah.
You see his Art Shield's being used on both Reinhardts. Pluppy won't pick up the kill on the Pavel though. But also, he's a real big ult soak for the enemy team. If you can just do some free damage to him. With that nice pull coming in, Pluppy is able to secure another kill. Actually, Pluppy is not playing Genji. He's not playing Reaper. He's playing McCree.
What is happening?
Haven't seen that in quite a long time. Well, like a couple weeks. Really not long of a time. But the Mercy gonna get the revive in.
Oh, the kill on Rel from Pluppy. Very nice aim with McCree. And it looks like it's gonna be a very, very quick cap. I think the clock is not even 1 minute out yet, something like that. So yeah, pretty difficult. And it looks like Project X are in a bit of a trouble.
Well, remember, guys, this was the map chosen by Project X. Next up will be King's Row, which could potentially be our final match if this continues at this rate. And they have secured the first point at 1 minute exactly.
It looks like they're trying to prepare for a push. The Zarya's shield is coming up from Zarya. The Bro shield is up, and he sadly misses the charge. And the bubbles from Zarya prevented the defending team to take any damage from the Earth Shatter. And it looks like there's gonna be a complete wipe of the team. Only Shipsharan is gonna survive that, although I'm not sure. Yeah, he didn't survive that. Poor Mercy. But that was a very, very nice Graviton surge from Zarya, from Cooler.
Well, the problem is, though, it won't be up next time, and that's when I guess the battle can really break out. Internet Hook, actually, I don't know if he has it available. Did not see it really in that last fight. Chips and Pluppy both have theirs up, though. 19% currently, 34, you can see they're just taking away as Taimu is now the one to switch over to the Junkrat.
Yeah, interesting.
The shot is
nice dive hit.
It's dirty.
Yeah, pretty dirty. 120 damage can be a bit difficult on a character with such low HP, and it looks like they're gonna break in, but Cass doing some work with Reaper.
Yeah, able to kill Chips, which is a Mercy now down. No revive going to be coming in this time. And it looks like they have put up a formidable defense here. Onto the second point. So we're now about 2 minutes and 10 seconds in.
And yeah, defending team looking better than on the first point, definitely. And they are managing to just keep IDDQD from doing anything right now. Works pretty well. At first I was like a bit concerned from them, but now I can see why they decided to pick Volskaya. They seem to be quite confident on this map, and Cass is gonna try maybe to attack. No, he's gonna actually retreat. Would be a bit too greedy to go out there and try to get kills with Reaper, even though you have your Wraith Form to get away. Oh, but look at this! Coco is using the platform to get inside and in position. Gonna be an interesting choice here. We're gonna maybe follow... Oh, that was a nice charge.
Just people dying left and right. Ultimate going to be coming in this time. and was out of Latromi, but he's been taken down, unfortunately. And now Hoki has the ultimate up. This could be the final push if they do time their cards right. If they use their ultimates at the right situation, it's starting to take away. The first checkpoint has been taken. It's on its way to the second ground. So it's going to be coming in the side just to delay as long as they possibly can. Rel coming in for the rock, popping the immunity. The Ursh trying to come in, connect on the 3. That's 2 men now down, and this is looking like a successful hold.
Yeah, it's going to be a capture, and yeah, good job. Rel almost saved that. It was like just by an inch, but no, not enough. Just a perfect graviton search from Internet Hulk managed to get everyone inside it, not on the point, so they just capped the point super fast. So that was really well played from them. And we're gonna see the play of the game from Cass. I'm guessing which one it is. Yeah, during the graviton search, just using the ultimate for safe measures, and the pickup on Shipsachen. Pretty solid game.
Yeah, 3 minutes and 13 seconds. That was the finish there, and that's when things are going to get really dangerous. Now here for Project X.
This is a pretty good time, but you never know on Volskaya. It's a map that everything can just fall apart in a matter of seconds on this kind of map.
Very true.
IDDQD must not let their guards down.
Well, we will find out as we get into the match in just a few seconds, ladies and gentlemen. Remember, this is the ESL Overwatch EU Community Cup number 2. I'm just Captain, joined by AlphaCast, normally cast in French, is doing a great job here in English. If you ever want to actually catch up to date with what's going on in ESL with Overwatch, you can just follow ESL Overwatch on Twitter. It's twitter.com/ESL Overwatch, one word. You can also follow Mitch and I's YouTube series where we do break down Overwatch into a competitive sense called Overdrive. As well as you can always follow us both on Twitter to find out when tournaments are going to be happening. But now going into our second half of our second map, IDDQD successfully completing the first half in a time of 3 minutes and 13 seconds. Project X. I want to say this is a map they need to pick up to get it to a 4th map, because King's Row, that's IDDQD's strongest map practically.
Yeah.
And yes, we did see them struggle against who was Vainless earlier on.
Yeah.
Then they just absolutely smashed in the next 2 maps, so maybe they weren't taking them as seriously as we would have expected.
Probably, yeah, and we're gonna see Shipsachen on his lovely Torbjorn yet again. Shipsachen seems to like this character. They tend to pick him just to defend points. They don't pick Torbjorn on Numbani, but they like him on Volskaya and also on King's Row. So I'm curious to see that. And I mean, Shipsachen on Torbjorn, Internet Hulk on Symmetra. That means Pluppy is gonna have, well, it's gonna have 325 HP. Which is a lot for Pluppy. Way too much. That's the problem. But he's going to be playing Junkrat yet again. Is this his new main or something? That's interesting. He is always playing it now. It looks like he's playing it at the beginning of the rounds and just switch to Reaper whenever things go bad.
I mean, if you can depend on Pluppy and Taimu to do the damage, you just buff up them with the armor, with the shields out of the Symmetra. It's just deadly. It's ridiculous, and that makes it so much harder to 1v1 any of them when they have 50, well, 75 plus 50, so 125 more HP than you. Like, how are you supposed to 1v1 unless you just completely outskill them? But here we go, ladies and gentlemen, kicking off the second half of our second map. Project X need to come back into this one if they want to have a chance to take it to a 4th map, I'd say, with King's Row coming up next. And let's see, off to a strong start.
The mana turret from Torbjorn just charging up that ult a bit, but it looks like the defending team is in place and they're just waiting for them now. It's going to be interesting to see how Project X are going to try to break in, killing that mine, having some troubles killing that mine. You can get it. Come on, buddy. You can get it. No?
It's just don't want to extend out too far to the right where you can be picked off.
That. Oh, nice stun there. You almost got... Oh, that was a nice grenade from Pluppy there, picking up the kill on Cooler. It'll be a problem not to have Cooler around, because that can dish out a lot of damage, and if he's not here to get the kills, well, attacking team is going to have some problems.
Well, he's got armor now placing down for his team. Taimu going to be able to secure that one. We're now about a minute through this this half here, and that's how long it took IDDQD to pick up the first point alone. But on the bubble, going to be coming in from a Winston, able to allow him to push up a little bit more, able to actually trade decently well in kills, but Taimu and a Hulk able to secure quite a few, even Chips able to chime in there with Pluppy rounding off the end, and that will be a full wipe. Ultimates are now coming up. Pluppy and Taimu, both of them available. Is there a teleporter up already? Yes, there is.
There is, actually.
And the reinforcements are going to be there instantly.
And there's a big problem for the attacking team then. It's that there's a lot of armor packs that are going to be laying around, and those are going to buff the team, and it's going to be really difficult for the attacking team to kill those. So that's the problem. When you are facing a Torbjorn in defense and you get killed by him, and you don't take the point, the team is going to get stronger over time. So it's actually going to snowball and going to start to be really difficult for them.
Very true. Oh, Pavel going in really deep here. Ultimate is up, though. for Chips. He's just not using it. He doesn't even need to because of that confidence. He picks up a triple.
Triple kill with Torbjorn. Play of the game, calling it.
It's going to be, exactly. It's going to be definitely a Torbjorn. God, I hate him.
Oh, again.
Play of the game picks up a fourth.
Fourth kill. That was a nice shot, actually. I think it was a headshot. Shipsaran doing some work with Torbjorn. Wow. Showing Torbjorn is as strong as we don't like him to be.
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely viable if you can successfully defend that first push when you can finally get the armor down. There's 6 people up, gives you 25 scrap per person, so that's 25 times 125 scrap, so that's 2 armors, and then you just keep going from there and there and there, and you get onto the right targets, allows your DPS to be more aggressive, and so on. So, let's see what will happen here as we continue to progress on.
And Shipsaran having some troubles keeping the turrets alive, and there's the push with Rel with the Transcendence. It's going to be really difficult for them, but it looks like there was not much damage to Soak, and the defending team is just going to, again, destroy Project X. They just don't stand a chance, actually, and there's just way too much defense, too much turrets, too much stuff to get past, and yeah, it looks like it's going to be a very, very strong defense yet again. So yeah, IDDQD looking very strong again, and I don't think Project X can get this.
Nope.
It's
no
looking
time.
bad. The clock is looking really bad for them right now.
Literally no time. 3 minutes in, they have 13 seconds to cap 2 points. Physically impossible. So IDDQD are now going to be up 2-0 here in this best of 5 grand finals.
They are getting even killed in front of the respawning room. It's a bit really tough for them. But I mean, yeah, that was a bit expected. IDDQD having way more experience, but yeah, a Project X not for giving up, but oh, the double charge from the Reinhardts still playing. But even though it's pretty much over at this stage.
You can just go and tell them GG's in chat. There's physically no way, and there's no point to drag out the game anymore. Don't want to make you guys wait for the next map, which will be King's Row between the two teams. I think IDDQD want to set a statement here as they just keep attacking away over and over again, but 2-0, strong start. I mean, I wish we had a kill death score in spectator mode just to see how many times they died, because I really want to say it's like less than 5, maybe 6.
Yeah.
Is the teleporter still up? Let's just check. Is the teleporter still available? Because if it is, then they've died less than 6 times.
The teleporter seems to be still up, yes.
Okay, it's actually moved. Wait, was it there originally?
No, it was there.
Okay, well, there you go. So they died less than 6 times.
And I think they're just going to wait for the time to go back to the
people are leaving, so it looks like actually we might just have a remake, since there's still a minute left on that one. But, ladies and gentlemen, that does mean we are now 2 games through our best of 5. We still got King's Row to come up. And if we can get there, a Li Jing and a Hanamura. I'd actually like to see Hanamura.
Oh, really? I'm not a big fan.
You're like, oh, really? You do?
Oh, really? You do? I'm not a big fan of Hanamura.
Yeah, I want to see the capture points map played a little bit more.
Oh, of course, yeah.
In a competitive sense, because you look at, Counter-Strike Go, where teams, when new maps were introduced and forced into the game, like Cobblestone, teams are like, no, we don't want to play this. We don't want to play Overpass, if you guys are familiar with the CS scene. Then they actually played it. They were forced to play it at the majors, and they actually started to like it. It was a map that they really enjoyed, and then they started to incorporate it more and more into their map pool. And obviously, there's still some work to be done on capture point. There's still some work to be done on control. Even payload, there's still some work to be done. Yeah. But maybe we'll see more of it in the future, and maybe it'll turn out to be a decent mode.
Probably. It's a beta.
Yeah, hopefully. But guys, we'll have a short break. When we come back, we'll be kicking off map 3 here between IDDQD